First graders, welcome to our Wednesday of reading. Okay, I'm going to go through some of our sight words for this week. Our first one is grow, new, open, yellow. So grow, like I grow tall. New, I have a brand new bike. Open the door, open, and the color yellow. Grow, new, open, yellow. Okay, when I slide my finger, tell me the word. Spell it. And say it again. Next one. When I slide my finger, tell me the word. Spell it. Say it again. Next one. When I slide my finger, tell me the word. Spell it. Say it again. And our last one. Spell it. And say it again. So one more time. Those words were grow, new, open, yellow. On my next page, when I slide my finger, you tell me the word for me, please. So make sure you're saying these words in your head so that you can practice reading out loud like a teacher. Okay, when I slide, tell me the word. Okay, so those were grow, new, open, yellow. Try this row. Okay, down, fall, goes, green. Try this row. Okay, grow, yellow, new, open. Okay, last row. When I slide my finger, tell me the word. Okay, down, goes, fall, green. Okay, next up, we're going to do our sound cards. We've got a couple new sounds this week that we're going to practice, and then we're also going to look at some sound cards from last week. Okay, so my card is fish. My new sound this week, PH, making that f sound, just like F says f and FF says f. Okay, so it's making the same sound as these two. So my card is fish, sound f, spelling PH. And the PH can come at the beginning of a word, like in phone, or it can come at the end of a word, like in Ralph. Okay, so card, your turn. Sound, spelling. Next one, my card from last week, thumb, sound, spelling, TH. Your turn. The card is sound, spelling. Okay, and remember TH can come at the beginning of a word, like in this, or at the end of a word, like in bath. Okay, new one for this week. My card is whale. WH is just going to say what. So it's like that H isn't even there, and we just hear the W sound. So it's going to say what. And it only comes at the beginning. That's why we have this little line here. So WH only comes at the beginning, like in whale. Okay, so my card is whale. Sound what, spelling WH. Your turn. My card is sound, spelling. Okay, my next new one for this week, sheep. Sound shh, like when you're really quiet, you say shh or want to be quiet. And the spelling is SH. And SH can come at the beginning of a word, like in sheep, or it can come at the end of a word, like in wash. Wash your hands. Okay, so my card is sheep, sound shh, spelling SH. Your turn. The card is sound, spelling. And my last one, repeater from last week, chick, sound ch, spelling CH, sound ch, spelling TCH. And remember, CH can come at the beginning, like in chick, or it can come at the end, like in rich. And TCH only comes at the end, like in watch. Okay, your turn. My card is sound, spelling, sound, spelling. Okay, on this next page, when I point to the letters, you tell me the sound, please. Okay, so my new sound. Okay, so those were sh, woof, f, k. Try this row. Okay, so those ones were ch, sh, k, f, Try this row. Okay, those ones were w, f, m, sh. And our last row. Okay, so w, ch, Okay. We also have some contractions we are practicing. So these are not suffixes this week, but they are called contractions. Can you say that word for me? A contraction is when we take two words and we put them together as one word. Okay, so we're going to take two words, add them together, and turn them into one word. Okay, so my first contraction, has plus not equals hasn't. Okay, so has and not equals hasn't. My NT is going to say the nt sound. And then I've got my word has. So hasn't, hasn't. You try it. So say has plus not equals hasn't. Your turn. Okay, my next contraction, I've got these two words that I'm going to turn into this one word. So my first word is that plus is turns into that's. Okay. Okay, so your turn. Try it. That plus is equals that. We've got our first word that, and then we've got our contraction S at the end that's going to say that S sound. So try it. Okay. On this contraction, we have these two words that we're going to turn into this one word. So we've got was plus not equals wasn't. Remember, we've got that word was right here, the same that was right here, but the not turns into the contraction nt, wasn't. Okay, try it. And our last contraction, we've got these two words that we're going to turn into this one word. So it plus is equals its. We've got our first starting word it, and then we've got our contraction S, its. Your turn. Read it for me. Okay. So on our next page, I'm going to show you some contractions, and I want you to just read them for me. Okay, so just read this. So think about it. If you need to break it, we've got that base word, and then we've got our contraction we're throwing onto it. So that one should be hasn't, because we've got our has, and then our contraction nt, hasn't. Try this one. So we've got our beginning word it, and our contraction that says s, so it turns into its. Try this one. Okay, so it should be didn't. We've got our first word did, and our contraction nt, didn't, didn't. Read my word. Okay, this one, we've got that beginning word was, and nt, wasn't. When I slide my finger, tell me this one. Okay, so we've got that beginning word that, and then our S contraction turns it into that's. Try this word. Okay, so we've got our beginning word has, and nt, put it together and it says hasn't. Try this one. When I slide my finger, tell me. So we've got our beginning word it, and our contractions its, and our last word. When I slide my finger, tell me. And remember, you can do the blocking if you need to. Okay, so I had my beginning word has, and my contraction says nt, hasn't, hasn't. Okay, so one more time. Those words were hasn't, it's, didn't, wasn't, that's, hasn't, it's, hasn't. Okay, next up we're going to put some sounds together to make our words. My TR blend says sound, blend it, sound, blend it. My word is sound, sound, blend it, sound, blend it. My base word is, and then I'm going to throw this suffix on the end. And remember that suffix has 3 different sounds. You can say t, d, or id. What sound is it going to say in this one? It's going to say ed. So my word is hunted. Sound, sound, blend it, sound, blend it, sound, blend it. My word is Gramps. Sound, sound, blend it, sound, blend it. My word is Trish. Sound, sound, blend it, sound, blend it. My word is, or sound, ch. Now blend it. My word is bench. Sound, sound, blend it, sound, blend it. My word is brass. SH, my new sound says sound, blend it, sound, blend it. My word is shed. Okay, and my last one, sound, sound, blend it, sound, blend it, and then I've got my ED ending. Okay, remember ED has 3 sounds, id, d, or t. What sound is it going to make in this one? It's going to say ed. So my word is lifted. Okay, so one more time. Those words were trim, hunted, Gramps, Trish, bench, brass, shed, and lifted. Okay, on my next page, when I point to the word, I want you to tell me what it is. So think about it, and when I slide, tell me my word. Trim. Try this one. Gramps. We've got our ch sound in that one. Bench. Over here, we've got our sh sound. Shed. Down here, we've got a suffix at the end, so take your suffix off. Think about your base word. Think about what sound your suffix is going to say. And now my word is hunted. SH says shh. Trish. Brass. Okay, we've got a suffix right here. Let's take that off. My base word says. My suffix is going to say. And now my whole word is going to say lifted. Okay, down here, these 2 are our contractions. This one says it's, that's, camp, shed, trash. Right here we've got a contraction. Your first part is, your contraction part says, and now the whole word says didn't. Pitch. Okay, right here we've got a suffix. Let's take that suffix off. What does my base word say? What does my suffix say? Put the word together. Missing. All right, next up, I need you guys to grab your marker board for me, and we are going to do 4 spelling words. So get your marker board and marker out. Okay, first word is going to be a contraction. Okay, so I've got my word, it's. Spell the word, it's. It's my turn to go outside. It's, which is short for it is. It's. Don't forget you need a tiny little apostrophe in your word. So here's my word, it's. You need that little apostrophe because it's a contraction. We've got it and is, which is in the short version of that is it's. It's my turn to go outside. It's. Okay, next one, I have another contraction. That's. That's my book. That's. Spell the word that's. Don't forget that tiny little apostrophe and where it goes. That's my book. Okay, your next word, camp. I like to camp in the mountains. Camp. And don't forget that blend at the end of camp. Okay, and our last one, shed. I keep my rakes and shovels in a shed. My word is shed. Okay, so one more time. It's, that's, camp, and shed. When you're done with those 4 words, bring your board to me, and then you are going to come grab this book for me called In a Rush, and make sure you read that 2 times. And when you're finished, you can choose something off of the bookshelf in room 1.